Hey everyone, it's Steph. I've got something new to try today and I'm a little nervous about it. As a lot of you guys might know, we've been doing the carnivore diet this is our third month. And I'm gonna make some sausage. I got a meat grinder. So this is the Aobosi meat grinder. It's a meat grinder and a sausage stuffer. I also had to wait for these to come in. And I'm nervous. It's hog casings. Hog casings, you guys. What the heck? It says on this package, soak in warm water for 15 to 30 minutes. I'm gonna be making ground beef. And I'm gonna make it from my delicious, let me show you actually. Okay, I've got meat. And this was just when I cut up all of that meat. I got 60 pounds of chuck roast from Costco, the chuck roll. And then I had little pieces on the ends where they just didn't quite make enough for a whole steak. And I actually have another little thing of those in there too. And then I got fat, beef fat, and then liver. I'm gonna put some liver in some of them just to see what it's like, because I know it's a good way to hide liver in your food where you don't have to necessarily taste it, because if you don't like it, like we don't love it. But occasionally we need to eat some just for the vitamins. Not a ton of it, because I guess we get everything we need from meat, but I feel a little bit better eating some liver. And if I don't have to actually sit there and chew it, that's the better. Okay, I've never ground meat before. These are really, really heavy duty. So these are the little tubey things that push it through. Oh, they're thick too. Okay, that makes sense. I was picturing them to be thin, and I guess it needs to be very thick. There's 4 of them here. And I did see in the picture, it looks like they have a little place to hide them inside. So let's see how that works. Those are really heavy duty. Ooh, this is nice. I'm glad everything's not plastic. That's great, because I mean, something like this is gonna take some major force, I would assume. This is plastic, the little sponge thing, and that's metal. Okay, here we go. Okay, so the size of it is not bad at all. This is nice. It's stainless. It's very pretty. It's heavy, nicely made, I can tell. It's got the name of it on here, Aobosi. So this is where the little thingy goes on. I'm gonna have to look at the manual for sure. I don't know what these are for yet. I'm gonna find out. Oh, okay, you pop it. This is where you can hide all your little gadgets and attachments. Maybe they go there. I don't know, I'm gonna find out. I'll see how they go. But I know that they get stored in there, and that's awesome. Just opened these up. I got my warm water. This is not what I was expecting at all for these to look like. I thought they were gonna be like little pouches with maybe some in there. Look in there, looks like chicken. I better get some gloves on for this, because I don't know. This is weird. Like, how many are in here? How many is one? How many sausages can I make? They're like covered in, I guess it's salt. There's a ring in here. What's that for? This is so weird. I've never seen anything like this before. I really don't know what to do. Do I have to soak all of these? I'm not doing this much sausage. I'm gonna have to try to get a couple of these out so I can just make some sausage. I wasn't prepared to make like a whole load of sausage. So I got these on Amazon. People had it was good reviews. So I'm sure these would just come apart if they were soaked. But they're so much for gloves. I only put a glove on one hand. Oh my gosh. This is unexpected, to say the least. Oh my gosh. Weird. I don't know what I was expecting. There's some casings. How do I just get one? How much sausage do I need to grind to fill this thing up? I guess I just am gonna do one. There it is. Let's say this is a foot here. It's 2 feet, 3 feet, like 4 feet long, one of these. It says to rinse it in cool water and then put it in warm water for 30 minutes. And it's in. It's warm. 30 minutes it is. I'm washing all the parts. And look, 1, 2, 3 for sausage. So these little tubes are however thick the sausage is. Interesting. And this is the cutting blade. And there's 2 of them in here. So this goes behind, this comes off. So it looks like the ground meat goes down the chute, or the chopped up meat. It gets turned by this little auger in here, which is also not plastic, thank goodness. This thing goes behind it, cuts up the meat, and squeezes it through this thing. Pretty simple, like it's not a difficult process, but you need some heavy duty things in order to do it. So that thing's gonna grind, squeeze it out, and then if it has this attachment on there, it goes into a sausage. This is interesting. This is gonna be so cool. Maybe start with a thicker grind and then get it down to a thinner grind. So there's a coarse grinding plate, a medium grinding plate, and a fine grinding plate. Sector is this weird shaped one here. And then there's 2 of the cutting blades and they're the same, so that's good. These are called sausage stuffer tubes. So this is to make kibbe. I'm sure I'm not saying it right. It's K-I-B-B-E. Thing in the manual here for how to make kibbe. I'm just making ground beef. The reason I'm doing it is because on the carnivore diet, you're supposed to have more fat in your ground beef, the most fat that you can have in there. So if I can make my own, I can determine what goes in there. Same thing with like sausage. It's impossible to get pork sausage without it having spices in it. We're doing carnivore spice free right now. So we're doing it very strict for the first 90 days, and then we might start adding in things like dairy and spices. But for the first 90, for full healing and full adaptation, we are doing it very strict, no spices. Everything's all washed up. Let's assemble. I'm gonna go with the large grind first, because I really don't know what to expect here. Again, this was here. This was here. This was here. And then it looks like there's some grooves here that these lock into. Back on. Easy. There we go. Oh, cool. Snapped into its place. Here, right in there. Maybe over this way, so I can look at it. And then I'm gonna do jam it, jam it, jam it in there. Okay, it looks like I've got a power button and then maybe a reverse button. Well, that was surprising. I don't know why I thought it was gonna be super quiet, but it's gonna be grinding up tough meat, like meat is tough. Probably woke my dog up. Let me get my meat cut up, and then I'm gonna just start seeing what happens. Now, on the instructions, it said not to use fatty meat, or it didn't say not to, it just said like lean meat or whatever. But we want the fat in there, so I'm gonna cut this. This will be my first experiment, so I may not be doing it perfect, but this actually looks like a lot of meat. So the fat from the butcher shop. Looks like I have a lot of fat actually in there already. I did go get this fat, so I wanna stick some more in there. Okay, so just trimmings of fat. Get one of these pieces out. Okay, that looks like a good ratio. Fatty meat, some liver, and extra fat. Let's just see how it turns out. I have no idea if this is standard to salt it at this stage, but it seems like before it's ground up, salting it would be good, because then it's really gonna grind it up in there and I can add salt after. Let's go to the grinder. Okay, that was way easier than I thought, and it looks like tubes of meat. I didn't put any liver in there or extra fat, because as I was putting it in, it looked like this is a pretty fatty meat already. I may not need it for this one because it looks fatty to me. Plenty fatty, like there's a lot of white in there. And the liver, Steve said make some for him without the liver because he didn't want it. I think I'm gonna grind it on the medium grind after this. It seems really ground to me already. I don't know what to expect, so I'm gonna put it on a finer ground and just see what happens. I just weighed this. This is a whole pound of meat. I'm gonna take a quarter out and we'll make a 1/4 pounder patty with the liver. I'm gonna do it in the lean. I just pushed that reverse button, and actually what it is it's not reversing it. That makes no sense to go back up the pipe. It's in case something gets stuck in there. Then you can dislodge it by pushing that button. It'll reverse it, let it move again in case something happened. Okay. It's a large one. Let's put in medium. This is medium. I think that's probably fine for it. Ground beef, and it's like pate right now. It's probably because the fat is cold or isn't cold. So I'm gonna stick this in the fridge and cool this down, and then this other one I'm gonna start grinding it. I might switch this to fine just to see what it looks like. Okay, now that I've ground it small, medium, large, I see what they probably meant by grind it 3 times. You probably are supposed to grind it for each of them because this looks more like what you get at the grocery store. That's perfect. This looks delicious and it is very fatty. This is gonna be a crazy good burger, I think. It said to rinse this in warm water in the sink and only use what I'm gonna need. So I only need 1 tube because I definitely can't fit more than that in there. And I need to open this tube up and let water, tap water, warm tap water, run through the hole to rinse out the whole inside. How weird. Oh, look at that. Look, it's filling up with air in that tube. Oh. Whoa. Oh my gosh, it's so weird. How weird, look what it's doing. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now I have an idea of how big this casing is for which attachment to use. Okay, it's going all the way through. Note to self, definitely put a tray or something in there. Wow. Like a snake. Well, it's rinsed. It doesn't really give me good instructions on how to do that. I think this is what I do. Or do I just hold it and squirt it in there? I think it has to be up this pipe. It doesn't say in the instructions at all. Maybe I need the thinner one. I saw some show a long time ago and I remember them having it all on the tube. This is probably way too small, but I'm glad I did the fine grind because this is amazing how strong this is, that I'm not ripping holes in it. I don't know how to tie a knot at the end, like just a little knot. Do I let some squirt out and then tie a knot? I'm not sure. This is so funny. This is just me guessing. So I'm gonna tie a knot. I don't want it squirting everywhere. Plus the knot's always kind of fun to get to. Okay, it's all in there now. It's all in this. Hopefully that's what I was supposed to do. Okay, this goes in here. Oh, it goes this way. Okay, looks like the grindy blade. I guess I'll keep it on fine. Goes in. I feel like I need to salt this more. Then this goes here. Just because this is, if it's gonna be in a tube, this is my only chance to have salt. So I'm gonna salt it. Oh my gosh, I'm nervous. Let me get this stuff out of here. Okay, this seems like too much work. possibly, for me to find out that I didn't need to do it that way. So I'm going to actually put it just a little bit on here and see if it just fills up this tube. Maybe that's the way to do it. Oh no, I ripped it. I have no idea what I'm doing. I think the way I did it originally was probably the right way. So I'm gonna knot this end, and then I can knot this in, and I got one little sausage out of here. That was fun. Super fun. There, I got a sausage, a weird sausage. Okay, I cut it, just because I now know there's no way I'm gonna need the whole tube. So, put this on here, all the way to the end. I probably went too long, but I do have to do the other one still. So I just left this one on there. Here we go, first one's on there. Just because I like the idea of it being a sausage tube, it's fun. Okay, cleaning the kitchen, cleaning up all the parts. And I made sausage. How crazy is that? I made this. I just made that. That was so exciting. I'm so happy. That was really fun. I made ground beef, but I made it into sausages instead. I got carried away. So I made 4 sausages. I used a hog casing. I used a sausage maker attachment. I successfully made sausages on my very first time. That was really exciting. I'm sure I did everything wrong, but at least I have an idea of how to do it now, and it was really fun. So these are gonna go, I think, on the barbecue tonight, and we'll just see how they cook on there. It gives me an idea of what to do for future ones. And now I know how to use the machine. It was awesome, really easy. It never got hot, and I let that thing grind a long time. Note to self for me for next time, when I do sausages, I have a lot of meat ready, not just 1 pound, because I had to get the meat out and stuff that last one, I didn't show it, with what was left in the tube. So that's why I have 4. Yeah, I did that. Aobosi, this is a great meat grinder. It's a nice little size. It's not too crazy heavy. It's sturdy enough that it's not gonna be bouncing around on the counter. So I love it. It feels nicely made. It's got all the attachments and everything that fit in the back, which is awesome. It came with everything I'm gonna need, and I love it. It was great. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you guys for joining me on my cooking. This could have gone really bad, and maybe it did if you guys are experts, but to me, that was a major success because I had no idea what I was doing, and it turned out and it looks like real sausages. Yay! And I was kind of scared because I have never done anything like that before. Hey, honey. Look what I made. Listen, I made these.
I'm impressed that I don't know how you got it in the skin.
I don't know how I did it either.
That's pretty impressive, getting it in there.
Either I got some really strong casings or maybe an industrial.
Is that one long casing right there?
Yeah.
You did one long one and then tied it? Oh, it's that strong. Wow. What is the casing?
It's pork casings.
It's part of the stomach?
Stomach, I think is what it said.
They cook with the skin like that then?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know how long to do it. Like, how long do you barbecue a pork?
Probably as long as a steak. It's the same thickness, right? This isn't pork, this is beef.
Oh, that's beef. Oh, that's no problem.
Yeah. This is so cool.
We'll start the barbecue and,
okay.
And we'll have some
steak and some sausages. Remember I said I got you a surprise on Prime Day? And you weren't allowed to look to see what came in?
Sounds familiar.
I'm gonna let you see it. Oh, hi, Petty. Hi. He's gonna love it. He is going to love it. He said I need to cut it out with all the crazy buying I've been doing. This one, I think you're gonna want to keep. It's strictly a fun one.
Okay. When do I clean it?
Either close your eyes or go in the other room. But we're ready to go take this outside right now. So you can just close your eyes. I have to put batteries. Okay. Okay.
Oh, I thought it was like a fly gun. This is an infrared thermometer. Is it better? You got bad? 74.7 is my hand temperature. Wow, is this real?
Yeah.
It's telling the temperature. Okay, how hot is the 73.2 degrees is the casing. Wow, Putty.
We got to get that outside quick. Oh, Putty's getting zapped.
It's okay, 77.5. Get the temperature real quick. You got it?
74.1.
Let's watch how fast these things get hot. Oh, I forgot it was like
Just
this.
hurry.
I know, but
Don't let them unwind. Just slap it on.
I forgot it was like this. You know what I mean? Like, how am I gonna?
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I think I'm supposed to cut that.
I know, but I didn't knot them. I
know, but this is a big mistake because I got to be able to turn them. I guess I could.
Oh, just roll them.
200. Oh, it's hot. 205. Okay, hold this. See what I mean? Like this is. I got it turned down.
Smells good. Uh-oh, they're burning on there.
It's all right. It's all right. Not really.
Okay.
But
maybe we should have greased them.
No, you know what the mistake was?
What?
They can't be. I'm barbecuing one long thing instead of individual ones.
Oh, do you want to cook it on that pan?
No, that'll melt that pan.
Okay.
Just got to keep turning.
Oh, it's busted out. We have no idea how to cook sausages. I probably should have stuck them in the air fryer.
I can't turn it.
They're bursting out. Bursting out.
I can't turn it. There we go.
Smells good.
It does. It smells like steak.
Oh no. They're exploding out. Big mistake. Should we go put them in a pan? Here, put them on here. Let's put them in a pan.
Never. Oh man, I'm making a mess. Never try to do that. I don't know why I didn't even say, hey, these things need to be individualized. Because I probably could have kept up with it.
Yeah, and I could have knotted them had I known what I was doing. Okay. Whoops. So I'm going to go make these as patties in the house. Okay, I add a little pork panko to the rescue because it was not very firm. And I'm frying it in my cast iron here. Yay! No food going to waste here. Hey, these turned out a little weird, but I think they're going to be really good. They're really soft, but that pork panko made it like a crust in there. More like a crunchy breakfast sausage or something. These are going to be good. What a weird way to make a burger. It was like a last minute save. So we'll see, but I think it's going to be delicious. We'll see what Steve thinks. So come over here and try our weird little crunchy burger. I put pork rinds in it.
I was just out there laughing like...
What a disaster everything is when I'm involved.
No, not you.
It's like I love
Neither
Lucy.
one of us knew. Neither one of us had any sense that, hey, this might not go well because you're sticking this thing in a...
That's good. It's the pork panko.
I like it.
Good, huh?
It's got a nice seasoning.
Neat.
So they didn't go to waste.
No, we're eating these. They're good.
All right.
These would be so good
We're gonna eat these too.
with an over easy egg and some bacon.
Yeah, some nice.
Yum.
This is how they needed to be shaped for the barbecue.
Yeah, that would have
Or
been
there's
easier.
a different casing because people barbecue sausage. What the heck is that all about?
I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. I'll have to do some research, but thanks for joining us.
All right, good save.
Yep, as always, it's always a weird adventure if we're involved. Enjoy your life.
Enjoy your meat.